Hello and welcome to the EzStamp 2020 edition What's New video. Over the past several months we've been very busy updating EzStamp with some great new features which are available as a free update to all registered users of EzStamp 8. I'll be using the Germany database for our demonstration today, so let's begin and go over some of these new enhancements. A highly requested addition this past year was to add PNC, PNB, and grade-specific want lists. This has now been done and available in the 2020 edition. These are available in the Reports menu, right here under Want and Sell Lists. So you have grade, PNC, and PNB want lists. Let's review each one of these new reports. So in this Germany database, I've inventoried several stamps. I've got number 14 as mint hinged very fine. I've got number 13 as mint hinged very fine, and number 12 is mint never hinged very fine. So let's run a line item report to see what we have in inventory. And there's our three stamps right there in the particular grades that we've inventoried. Now here's where these new reports come in very handy. Let's say you want to see what you currently have inventoried that is not in mint never hinge condition. We can set the filters as shown here. So I'll go to the reports, want and sell, grade want list, and I want to see everything that I don't have in mint never hinge condition. So we click on find and show. So here's the two stamps out of the three that we have inventoried that are not mint never hinged. So if you take a look, number 12 is mint never hinged, so it doesn't appear on this report. Pardon me. Numbers 13 and 14 were in a different grade, so they showed up on this report. This is very useful in case you're wanting to look at your inventory and you're wanting to upgrade some of your stamps to a higher grade. Now let's switch to the US database. And we can go over the PNC and PNB want lists. I've inventoried a few stamps, so we're going to start with number 1898, which is a coil. If you look in the PNC tab right here, I've inventoried for plate number 1, I have a strip of 5, and plate number 2, I have a strip of 3. So I'll now run the PNC want list. And you can restrict the Scott numbers that you want to show. In this case, I've restricted it just to number 1898 to keep things nice and clear. And I want to see everything that I need for strips of 1, 3, and 5. And we click on Find and Show. And here's what we have. So for plate number 1, I need a strip of 3 because it's showing me the value, and I need a strip of 1. So if we look at the record here, we've inventoried a strip of 5. It does not show on the report. When the value field is blank, that's telling us that we have one already in that grade. And for plate number 2, we had a strip of 3, so that one is blank, and the strip of 5 and 1 are shown on the report. Let's do a similar report now for Scott number 500, but this time for a plate number block. So in this one I've inventoried a very fine hinged copy of this plate number 10208. So if we run the report for plate number block want list, again we can restrict it to whatever Scott numbers we like. And then we click on Find and Show, and there's our report. So in this one, it's blanked out the very fine hinge value, saying that what you need if you wanted to upgrade is the very fine never hinged version of that stamp. Now please note that all three of these new want lists can be further restricted by market value. And what that means is here, I'll show you. Let's do the want list again. So you can run your report and say, okay, well, I only want to see items that have that I need that are worth $10 up to $1,000, or whatever your restrictions will be. So that's also very useful. Okay, now let's look at one of the most widely used features in EzStamp, namely the drill down search tool. Many users have mentioned to us that they don't know how they lived without it before we introduced it a couple of years ago. If you've not used it, we recommend you do. One of the changes to the drill down, which is accessed by clicking on this inverted triangle here, is that you can, once some results are presented here, you will have access to the main EzStamp window so that you can go ahead and inventory anything that you find in your list. So why don't we give you an example. I'll do a search for 2019, and I want to search for, let's take a look at the wreaths. There were some Christmas wreaths that were issued in 2019. So we'll do a search. And there they are. So let's say I wanted to inventory that one. I'm just going to pull this out of the way. I go and inventory what I have. And then I can go back and choose a different one, or choose a different search parameter like Muppets. Let's try Muppet. There they are. So as you can see, it's a really easy way to go and inventory your stamps and find them if you're not quite sure what the Scott numbers are. The other thing that's been built into the drill down is it retains your last search parameter, so you don't have to go back in and retype everything. Obviously, you can reset it at any time. Other changes that have occurred in the 2020 edition is the manual has been revamped, and I recommend to everyone that whenever you have a question, you can read through the manual. It's very comprehensive. There's lots of screenshots to show you and give you examples. The other thing that many users don't actually realize is that there's context-sensitive help within the system. So, for example, if you were in this quick grade edit in the plate number block and you go, okay, I need some help here. If you just hit F1 on your keyboard, it will bring up context-sensitive help for that particular window that you are in. So that's very, very helpful. Okay. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for our impending release of EzGrader version 3. We think this will be a real game changer in stamp grading software, and we will announce that soon. Bye for now.